Austin, Texas, and the dawn of the age of physical AI. Time machine. I've always believed that the true power of technology lies in its ability to transform the physical world we inhabit. Since 1996, when I arrived here as a computer science student at the University of Texas, I've watched Austin, Texas, evolve from a quirky, music-driven outpost into a global hub of innovation, a city uniquely positioned to lead where the digital meets the physical. I've been part of this vibrant ecosystem for decades, starting some companies, advising others, and watching firsthand how Austin's blend of academic prowess, open culture, and breakneck growth is setting the stage for a new era. Today, I am convinced that Austin can become the crucible for a revolution in intelligent infrastructure, a gift to the world that could redefine prosperity for billions. Silicon Who? I don't believe success lies in Austin chasing Silicon Valley's shadow. Instead, it lies in forging our own path. Imitation is, as Oscar Wilde put it, the sincerest form of flattery that mediocrity pays to greatness. And Austin isn't mediocre. We don't need to be Silicon anything. We just need to carve our own path and become a place where tangible constructs of technology meet cutting-edge ideas. In Austin today, you'll find Tesla and Samsung factories humming alongside the Army Futures Command, drone startups buzzing in every sector from defense to recreation, and companies like Boeing marrying century-old aviation expertise with cutting-edge AI. This convergence isn't accidental. It's the result of a city that's academically electric, thanks to UT Austin's world-class programs, and bold enough to embrace growth without apology. I came to this realization early. Back in 2000, as a young entrepreneur fresh from UT Austin, in an interview with Money Magazine, I said that Austin had no middle ground. It would either rise and grow or shrink and decline. Stagnation wasn't an option, in my mind. 25 years later, Austin's dynamism has proven me right. This city thrives because it welcomes brilliance from everywhere. Nearly 75% of U's computer science and electrical engineering grad students are foreign-born, and many find a home here. That openness, paired with Utah's legacy of breakthroughs, fuels a flywheel of innovation unlike anywhere else. For example, the COVID spike protein produced by UT Austin Professor Jason McClellan, or the world's most powerful laser being developed by a UT Austin-linked company called Tau Systems. This flywheel is then accelerated even further since Austin is now home to some of the world's leading investors, like Jim Breyer, the legendary VC who has been on the boards of Dell, Etsy, Facebook, Marvel, Spotify, Walmart, and 21st Century Fox. And Bill Gurley, a general partner at Benchmark, who ranks as one of the top VC dealmakers of the past 50 years. AI as the backbone of tomorrow's infrastructure. My formal journey in AI began at 16, when I started work on what was to be my first published paper on the subject. It's been a lifelong obsession since then, one that led me to drop out of a Ph.D. at UT Austin and start building companies that harness its potential. When I began my focus on industrial AI innovation more than a decade ago, this new wave of deep learning-fueled AI was still in its infancy, mostly tinkering with digital toys like Atari game-playing bots. But I saw a bigger canvas, the physical world. Infrastructure, think power grids, oil rigs, manufacturing plants, drives human life more than anything else. If we could make it smarter, safer, and more efficient, the impact would be seismic. That vision wasn't easy to execute. Physical systems don't behave like digital ones. A wind turbine doesn't churn out millions of failure examples. You might get one or two in a decade. So, new tools were invented, multimodal AI that fuses temperature, vibration, and visual data. Neural architecture search to automate model building. Algorithms that learn normality to spot anomalies without requiring tons of examples. With nearly 200 patents and teams of PhDs based right here in Austin, theory turned into action. Systems optimized cement plants to save energy, monitored warehouses via CCTV to boost safety, and even now help maintain F-16 seconds for the Air Force. This wasn't just prediction, but rather prescription in action, scaling from single machines to entire facilities. The stakes in this new space of physical AI, a space we helped pioneer, are massive. There's $100 trillion in global infrastructure that already exists today, with another $100 trillion to be built over the next few decades. These aren't assets you can rip out and replace, they'll be with us for generations. Making them intelligent is the only way forward. Imagine an oil rig that detects safety threats in real time, a factory that predicts downtime at a fraction of the cost, or a wind farm that maximizes output across every turbine. This is the future I'm betting on, a future where AI doesn't just run software but runs the world. Austin's role in the century ahead. Austin is uniquely equipped to lead this charge. It's not just our tech ecosystem, it's our mindset. We don't shy away from the hard problems. Consider the aerospace, biotech, robotics, and drone companies sprouting across the city, pushing the boundaries of autonomy. There's Firefly Aerospace building rockets, Paratronics building brain-computer interfaces, Argonne Mechatronics and Neptronic building humanoids, Dell Medical School innovating at the intersection of medicine and technology, and Spec5 building decentralized, mesh networking gear. Dell, of course, has long been a pillar of the tech community, and Michael Dell casts a gigantic shadow of success and entrepreneurial grit. Austin is where the physical and digital don't just meet, they can truly merge into something new. What might the fruits of such a merger be? I call it synthetic physical autonomy, the very thing that enables physical AI, self-managing infrastructure that optimizes itself, resolves issues and runs with minimal human oversight. Picture a power grid that heals itself, a warehouse that tracks every box without sensors, or a fleet of autonomous drones that defend themselves without phoning home. Far from sci-fi, this is what Austin's entrepreneurs are building today. If we can perfect these technologies in the heart of Texas, we'll hand the world a blueprint for prosperity. With 10 billion people to support, intelligent infrastructure could deliver more output at lower cost, lifting quality of life everywhere. Leading through exponential change. Physical AI has massive implications. It is Airbus designing lighter aircraft parts with generative techniques and cutting the cost of air travel, Shell improving seismic imaging and finding energy resources more quickly, or Argonne robots automating manufacturing through their ability to wield multiple tools precisely. But leadership in physical AI won't come from slapping "powered by AI" on a pitch deck. It will come from real understanding of the technology and the domain to which it is applied. It will come by facing tough truths, that every assumption about your business, competition, customers, markets, is being upended by intelligent and exponential technologies. Daily Dozen. U.S. Forbes Daily. Join over 1 million Forbes Daily subscribers and get our best stories, exclusive reporting and essential analysis of the day's news in your inbox every weekday. Sign up. By signing up, you agree to receive this newsletter, other updates about Forbes and its affiliates' offerings, our terms of service, including resolving disputes on an individual basis via arbitration, and you acknowledge our privacy statement. Forbes is protected by reCAPTCHA, and the Google privacy policy and terms of service apply. You're all set. Enjoy the daily. More newsletters. You're all set. Enjoy the daily. More newsletters. I honestly think many in Austin get this. We're not just innovators. Our community is full of philosophers and artists and builders, asking what's next and then making it happen. For me, what's next is clear, a world where infrastructure, physical objects, are imbued with intelligence, propelling us further along the Kardashev scale, in prosperity. If Austin can spark that revolution, we'll cement our place not as a second-rate silicon something, but as a first-rate force of nature. That's a legacy worth chasing.